Welcome to the Talking Habs Live NHL Game Hangout for the Montreal Canadiens. You'll get some play-by-play and commentary. Come on in and join the chat, and let's talk about the game. Go Habs, go! Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. All right, so we have the second to last game of the season here tonight. Montreal is in New York to take on the Rangers. And I have to change my feed. I got the American feed. Yuck! Hang on, let me just do that. Yes, much better. Hey. All right, so we got the second last game of the season. Montreal in last place by 2 points below Arizona. I don't think there's any way, unless they win these two games, Arizona loses both of their last two games. I don't see how Montreal doesn't finish in last place. So for everybody that was worried so much about, when Marty St. Louis was hired and how, they had a bit of a bump up in stats and all that, is they still didn't change their position. It's not an easy thing to do when you're that far in the hole like that. So we're going into the last two games solidly in last, which gives us a better advantage, like a better percentage to get the first overall pick. And at worst, third overall pick. That's going to be the worst place Montreal picks. And I don't know. I think that's pretty good. All right, so we got this game. It's going to be Monty and Nets. There are, I think, two changes. Lagesson is out. Weidman? I don't remember. Someone's back in. I think it's Weidman. And Paling is back in. Is in for Dauphin, I think. So those are the only changes. And I don't. Montreal. Blah blah blah. Rangers have beaten us twice this season, so Montreal loses. It's a sweep. There's that. And let's see who's here, and we'll see what happens here tonight. All right, Habs Guru, go Habs, go, bye, ole, 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 a little bit early, Cam, Matt, not here yet. He usually doesn't show up till around now or a little later, so it's not. It is what it is. I'm just fine. Oh, you don't like me? So I'm hoping we'll get, I guess not here. I guess not in this. We won't get any news about Price, but I'm thinking about Carey Price and what his doctor said and all that. They're playing for pride tonight. Well, they are. Definitely they are. I don't think it means a lick to them about the draft pick. I don't think it means a lick to them where they finish to get that draft pick as far as the players are concerned or the coach. So they are playing for pride. I don't know why they're talking about Ehlers. So we should be, I guess face-off should be about 5 to 10 minutes. Give it 5 to 10 minutes, we'll have a face-off. And we'll get a game going here. So, talk to me, peoples. We got 8 people in the room so far. Talk to me. What you guys want to know, anything I can say, anything you want to know about me, any question you want to ask me. If I don't like the question, I don't answer the question. So ask away, and let's get going here. Hi, Cameron. I thought I already said hi to you, but hi, Cameron. I didn't know you're that needy, but hey, listen, that's okay. It's okay. Everybody is who they are. So, Montreal's in they're in tough tonight to win this game, I think, personally. So, I don't expect a win here tonight. I'm going to go even as far as saying I don't want them to win tonight. Now that we're at the last 2 games of the season, I, as a fan, want that as good a pick as they can get, and I don't want to see them screw that up. As far as that goes, right? So I want to see them lose tonight. Honestly, I'm going to tell you straight up, honestly. I never say that. I mean, I want to see them win anytime they play, anytime I watch them play. But I think in a special situation like today, yeah, I'm going to go and say I don't want them to win tonight. I don't mind if they go to overtime. They can get a point. They can get 2, but, when you have another game left and Florida might be sitting guys, and I think it's a possibility that they can get points out of Florida games. So, lose tonight and take your chances against Florida. Because if they get 2 points, they're tied with Arizona if Arizona doesn't get any points in their last 2 games. But Arizona holds the tiebreakers, so that means they'll finish ahead of Montreal, and then we're good. The season was a long time ago. Now plan for the best possible situation after the season. But what was it? Habs grew. You didn't finish that. The season was you're keeping us in suspense. How do you keep idiots in suspense? Well, Habs Guru is doing it. Condell. Hey, Condell. Condell, well, it's, listen, first of all, they lost 3 big pieces off the defense at the trade deadline, right? And yeah, I mean, it's the players. I don't think it's listen, I don't think it's the coaching. If it is, it's got, I think those, the assistant coaches, I don't know if any of them will be back, to be honest with you, but it's a combination, I imagine, of the coaching and the players, but the players are on the ice. There's a lot of young guys in here now, and over the next couple of seasons, we're going to have to live with a little bit of this as the players, the young guys make mistakes and learn and grow, and so it's the players in my mind mostly, anyway. But it's to be expected over the next 2 seasons. I think it's definitely to be expected. I really like what I'm seeing from Harris. He's sure he's making mistakes and all that, but he's learning and he's playing really well. And just expect 2 maybe trying seasons, right? But I think in the next 2, they're going to grow a lot, this team. And there's some good talent here, so on defense too. AH2O. Cheers, my friend. I don't really like whiskey personally, but hey, for a shot, I can have a shot of whiskey, but it's not my favorite. Habs Guru, I gotcha. I have to go back and look at that. I want to look at that. Oh wait, where is it? The season was gone a long time. Yes, it was. It was gone a long time ago. They're giving an award to Roger Gilbert. Giving somebody the Roger Gilbert award. Great player, Roger Gilbert. Just a great player, that guy. Gilbert, Rattel. There was somebody else. That was the goal of game line, the gag line. A great line for hockey. No, that's not for me. Condell, well, I think that's what they're doing, right? I think you got the right coach in St. Louis to do that, to give them that room to make mistakes and not have to worry that are they going to play again after that, So, yeah. And it'll help them develop faster, I think, if you give them the ice time, let them make the mistakes and learn from the mistakes. They're going to grow a little faster than normal, in my opinion. So Roger Bear's getting the Mr. Ranger award. Is that it? Oh, definitely. They just said 50 years. No, great player, Roger Bear. Am I going to do award predictions? I might. I don't usually. I don't know. That's an idea. I don't know if I'm good enough, or I should say, knowing the league well enough to really do that. Unless you get, okay, these are the three guys. And then maybe I can predict. So, yeah, maybe. Vic Hadfield was, it's not Hatfield, by the way, it's Hadfield. Was he the third member of the goal a game line, the gag line? It wasn't because they were girls and they were, no, it's not, that's not what it was, gag line. It was the goal a game line. Adam Grave and Gilbert's widow giving it out, Chris Kreider. That's Gilbert's widow? I mean, she looks pretty young. Although I don't know, how old would Gilbert be? He's got to be Guy Lafleur's age there, 70 in that area. He would be that now. She doesn't look that age. Not that far off, but still. Huh. Lucky guy. Kreider in street clothes. Oh, that's true. He's in street clothes. Oh, Chris Kreider's getting it. Now, see, I got three different. I don't know. Anyway, Chris Kreider. Who cares? I hate Chris Kreider. So Kreider's not in the game. He was listed as being in the game tonight, I think. Was he? Yeah, he was supposed to be on the first line. Well, that's nice. They're going to pay tribute to Guy Lafleur. Well, that's nice. They're having a moment of silence for Guy Lafleur. That's nice. I imagine all 6 original teams are going to do this. If not, I mean, some of the other ones maybe too. But I would think all of the original 6, if they get a chance, we're doing this. National anthem time, so we're not that far away. I hope. Listen, the Hart Trophy. If it goes to Matthews, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to have a suicide watch. No, I'm just joking, but God, oh God, Matthews gets the Hart. I don't know. The NHL's finished. Now this is interesting. They're doing "O Canada" with a trumpet player. That's really interesting way to do it. Shesterkin should be in there. BLI. Shesterkin should got to be in there. I think anyway. Shesterkin should be there. If Chris, like, just think about that when you said the Selke. What the hell is Matthews can't play defense for his life? He's soft as a sponge. He should win the Selke. God damn it. Good, and he's a sex offender. He's a top 3 sex offending hockey player. You want to hear that? Good. I'm not going to ever like the freaking guy. And he's no Selke winner. Yeah, Chris, it's true. Go look it up. And I don't want to hear anything about it. Go suck an egg. If you like sex offenders as your idol, hey, that's great. Good. Go somewhere else. You can leave. Go somewhere else. Why would I want to watch Leafs games? Yeah, he is a sex offender. Slinksy lung cancer for G. BL, put him on my list. He wasn't convicted because he bought his way out. Doesn't change it to me. Sorry. Just because you got money doesn't mean you can do whatever the freaking hell you want and walk away from it. Good. That's if you like that, that's fine. Not for me. Chris, I'm not even going to argue with you about it. So argue all you want. Not with me. I said what I said, and that's it. I'm not arguing about a goddamn sex offender. Once I hear that, I mean, I don't have to go farther into that. That's what he is. I don't care about the guy. If he was on the Habs, I'd have a real big problem with it. Yep, I would be saying that. You understand my bias. I understand your bias. That's fine. We'll agree to disagree, but that's how I feel about it. Go ahead and you wanna idolize guys that hate women and crimes against women. Do that, and I hope you sleep well at night. We're about to get a start to this game. And the Rangers win the draw. I forgot the Rangers have Ryan Reeves. But Cameron, unfortunately, he is in this discussion. And that's the thing that kills me is the league is going in the wrong direction that way. If you ask me. But I want to stay in a good mood. I'm not going to argue and talk about Matthews too much, please, guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, Laguson's in there. Laguson was supposed to be out. I guess Weidman must be hurt. And didn't make it in there. So don't look for Weidman out there. It's going to be Laguson, number 84, by the way, Laguson. I know, but that's what they want, right? They want to put his name out there more and more. I'm not doing that. If his name's out there, I'm going to make sure it's sour when you say it. H2O, I'm pretty much, it's not for sure, right? Because mathematically they could win, and yeah, but I mean, it's pretty sure. That's why I put my video out today. I think it's a hot take maybe, but I mean, they're going to finish last now. I do think tomorrow's Friday's game is a possibility only if the Panthers rest a bunch of guys, right? And that's a possibility as the last game of the season, right? So we'll see there. They haven't played well against New York for a few years. I don't think it's going to go well tonight. I mean, lately they don't play well against them, right? So I don't see why it's going to be different tonight. I'm quite sure, though, St. Louis would love to beat the Rangers. First of all, former team. And he'd love to turn that around, right? And not be swept by the Rangers. But I don't see it happening. And then I say that, it'll happen, right? That's how things go. Sean, I don't know. Listen, I'm going to tell you what. How about if your mother's outside doing stuff and I bring 6 guys to stand around her and then I moon her? You going to come after me or go, you just mooned her? You going to come after me or not? Yeah. I wonder what your answer is. Good idea, Lucas. So we got 2.5 minutes gone here so far. Montreal's got the only shot so far. Wonder, Sleazy, how long will McDavid stay in that small market? You got to figure he wants to get out of there. And H2O, good. That's a good way to put it too. He's a bum because he mooned somebody, and that's perfect. And he's like a marshmallow man. I call him Marshmallow Man. Why am I talking? I don't know why I talk about Matthews at all. Okay, we got under 17 minutes to go now, so just over 3 minutes gone here in the first period. Just no shots, like one shot, now one shot each because Monty just made a save. Yeah, very low shooting game. BL, just because Pittsburgh might have their hands full of this team. Oh, well, that just buys into what I'm saying. I don't know why I'm saying what I just said. But yeah, I mean, it's a good team, right? And good goaltending if Shesterkin's in nets, especially. And they've got a good team. So I don't expect Montreal to be able to handle it, but we'll see. Especially the way their defense has been playing as of late. Lucas, that may be. I don't know. If I were him, I might want a bigger stage, but maybe he doesn't. I would think he would want a better team, though, and actually win something. Oh, I think he tried to put that off the back of the goalie. I don't know who that was. So we got 4 minutes gone here. I haven't done any play-by-play, I realize. To Montreal coming out of their own end here. Savard up to, I think, I don't know who that was to who. Savard to Hoffman, I don't know. They look like both number 58. It was Hoffman to Savard. I was already back in Montreal's end, so my play-by-play just sucky even more than usual tonight. Some nights it's just not worth trying. Hoffman actually made a good defensive play there behind the net, getting the puck. Here comes Montreal. Gingerly coming out of their zone. Gingerly. Savard over to Romanov, I think. Romanov in the circle, waiting for guys to change up and set up, and here they come. Pitlick at the red line. He dumps it into. He tried to give it to Savard. It didn't get to him, and it's an icing call. Well, boy, Buffalo. I don't think he wants to go. Although Buffalo, now that Eichel's gone, seems like a place maybe you want to go again. Martha, did anybody ever want to go to Buffalo? Well, now we know what he's doing. He's watching the Red Sox. You're probably right, BL. Anyways, don't worry. I'm here. I ain't going anywhere. Can't go anywhere now. I mean, I don't even have a backup. I don't have a backup. I play all by myself. Don't need no backup. If I get injured, I come right back in the game. McDavid played junior in Erie. Oh, okay. Sure, Buffalo would have liked to get him instead of Eichel. Maybe he should have just said to Eichel, hey, can we switch? Was McDavid, they were drafted the same, I don't remember. Were they drafted the same year? Maybe I'm wrong. Do over. 14:20 to go. 4:20, yay. 14:20 to go. Rangers win the draw. But Montreal ends up with it. Coming out. Come on. 2-on-1, sort of. Pass goes way away from the guy. They still have the puck in Ranger zone, though. Paley behind the net. And now somebody else. Now goes to the half wall. Against the boards. Who's going to come out with it? Pizzetta's there. He knocks it clear, but to a Ranger. Here they come. 2-on-2. Couldn't get a good shot away anyway. Montreal comes back the other way. Guys go and change up a bit. Cheadle's shot on Monty, save. And we're going to go to a commercial break. Cameron don't want to come on to do the game. Matt did say he was going to be here the last two games. I asked him after the last game to make sure. So, yep. But no word. So, you never know. Matt could show up at any time. You never know when he's going to show up. Cushy job he got, eh? Here, cushy job. He makes the big bucks to do that too. Matt out, Baby in. I don't know. Never asked Baby if he wants to do it. Gonna have to slap him silly. Yeah, I don't know. He's got to be watching. If the Sox are playing, he's watching the Sox. What a Habs fan, eh? Picking the Sox over the Habs. I don't know. I gotta be like if I do a point system, he's losing points there. Come on, let's get a face-off here, guys. Well, I hope he'll be here at least for Friday. Like I said, anyway, he shows up right around now usually anyways, so we'll see. He's not really late, technically. Itchy nose. Sorry, guys. Too much cocaine, and I don't know what's wrong with me. Hey, Kenny. No, and look, I like having people on here, but I did what I did last season mostly because I was uncomfortable alone. Honestly, it was a bit of a crutch. I enjoyed it, and it's not a knock on any of anybody that was on, but I don't have that as much anymore, so it doesn't bother me. So, sorry. I was a little uncomfortable on here alone, which I'm not anymore. So that's just how it is. I've grown as a person. Andrew Irish. Coming up from Trenton, from Jeff's hometown. Did you know Jeff? His name's right there, actually, on the Chiron on the bottom. Jeff Head. Did you know Jeff? Andrew? That's because he was from Trenton. He was a Trenton fireman. Caliber is a good Scottish movie. I have not heard of that movie. Yeah, that's what I just said. It's Jeff's. That's where Jeff was from. Chanel from Gatineau. Welcome in, Chanel. Jeff was a volunteer fireman. He just passed away very recently on the 1st of the month, actually. And he was a volunteer fireman in Trenton, Nova Scotia. You might have heard, without knowing the name, you might have heard of that story. He was a regular on the show last year, part of the crew on air, and a regular here on the channel, a friend of mine. I think most importantly, was a friend of mine. Riley Kidney in Bathurst, New Brunswick. Where's Bathurst, New Brunswick, right? Or Nova Scotia? I don't even know. All right, we got 11 minutes to go here in the first. Shots are 5-3 in favor of New York. Actually, no score. George, don't know. They haven't announced the official news. So all I know is that he went to see his. I think the doctor that operated on his knee for an evaluation. But I mean, we don't know that. Is that good? Is it bad? Is like just normal, a routine thing? Don't know. But when there's news, I'll have. Hopefully, listen. He's supposed to start Friday. If he's not starting Friday, we should hear why. I mean, hopefully it's a nothing burger that he just went to see the guy because guy's in New York. Team was going to New York. Why don't I go see the doctor and have him look at whatever, see how things are? It could just be that, and it could be more. But I don't think it's enough to speculate and worry about. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, but Kenny, that's people just panicking right now because we don't know. We don't know what it is. We don't know anything about it. Georgia would be, but he won't retire. He won't retire. We'll just have the LTIR money for 4 years. Harris just took a high sticking call. The Titan, they used to be Laval, the Laval, Titan de Laval. Didn't know they were in Bathurst. I think that isn't that Mario Lemieux. Mario Lemieux, wasn't that his team, the Laval Titans? I remember anyways. The name that's in my head. So we're halfway through the first. Rangers are on power play. Oh, we got a minute 20 left on their power play. That's right. The Harris high sticking. I don't find this. I'm not watching it closely. I don't find it an exciting game at all. Nothing drawing me. I'm hearing it in my ears. So, but nothing really. I don't know. It's early. And I guess the Rangers are sitting guys too, right? With Kreider out, he's sitting. So yeah, that's the danger in the last two games here is that they could win because of that. Kenny B, they won't lose on purpose. I'm not saying they will. They're not going to lose on purpose. If they lose, it's not because they threw the game. Nope. Tario, I think Lemieux played there for the Titan. when they were in Laval, and we're talking, in the 80s, right? Lemieux is the 80s. It was nice he told you. Text him back. Rick's pissed. Just do it and see what he does. Never said Mario played in Bathurst. I don't know. You guys don't listen to me. I said Laval. They were in Laval, the Laval Titans. That's what I'm asking. Why? I don't know why you guys don't listen. BL, I'm the only one that can vote Matt out. Was it the Voisin? I thought it was the Titan. Yeah, I don't agree. I don't think Mario was ever better than Gretzky. Yeah, no, Matt's not in here. Don't tell him I'm mad. I'm mad at Matt now. Mad. Look, smoke's about to come out of my ears. Look at the smoke coming out of my ears. According to Hog, it's Voisin? Okay, I was wrong. An agent of chaos. He's my moral conscience, apparently. He also the list keeper of my enemies. Who will Toronto get in the playoffs first round? A team that's better than them is going to beat them. That's who they're going to get. I hope it's Tampa. I hope it's Tampa. And there's no doubt about it. They're getting their asses kicked. Yeah, and by the way, Cameron, don't forget, I tell Matt how mad I am at him. I'm fuming. Look at the smoke coming out of my ears. It's not lit. Okay, it didn't work. And Matt's there. I was doing that for him. How's the Red Sox game going, Matt? Hey, your new friends are more important than me. I see. You don't have, you can, Kenny, it's a given. What do you mean you hope? Take the hope away and the I. Toronto gets knocked out first round. That is a statement. You can say it with confidence. Yeah, I don't believe you. Show us you're not watching it. He's in the other chat, Rick. He's in the chat. Yeah, I see him in the chat. Oh, I just dropped it. Oh, I got something just. I see him in there. I'm talking to him. Toronto is highly having both. Toronto's going to play more than likely playing Tampa. Yeah, that'd be great. I'm hoping for that. I don't think a junior team would work here. It never does. Junior team just doesn't work in Montreal. He's going to bring it here, not in maybe in the area, but not in Montreal. I really don't think it'll work. But you never know because it'll be a cheaper ticket for people that can't afford to go to the Habs games. It'd be a cheaper ticket. So maybe it's never worked. Tario, Tampa in 4. Tampa in 4. How's that? That's my prediction. Tampa in 4. They don't win 1. Tampa is going to just pound them into the ground. Yeah, South Shore might work. Longueuil. Longueuil's got. I mean, there's a lot of people there. So, I mean, it could be anywhere. But maybe even in Brossard, where the practice arena is. But South Shore could work. But on the island, not going to work. I don't believe it'll work. Toronto has home ice. Not going to help them. It's not going to help. Yeah, I'm gonna listen. The bracket challenge is coming up, Kenny. I know the game's on, but yeah, it's gonna be soon where you can make your brackets. I'm gonna do a video of that. I'm gonna reveal mine, I guess. Then, I know who they are now. I don't really have an idea yet. Your buddy played junior in Longueuil in the mid '80s. What was the Longueuil? Was there a team in Longueuil in junior? I don't remember. What were they called? Have Nation. We'll talk about Tampa beating Toronto. That we can bet on it. Toronto had home ice against us last year too. That didn't end well. They were the Chevalier de Longueuil. Okay, I remember them. Okay, then I remember that. Kenny, not really. I don't think I'm going to follow any particular teams in the playoffs. Yeah, I don't think so. Tampa in 7. Cameron Given. Maybe it was 3-1 again. That would be cool. I'd go with that. There's no depth. The defense is not tough enough, and the goaltending is going to be a problem. Watch and see. So I don't see how they're going to get up past that, Oh, because Austin Matthews is the best player in the league. He's going to win it by himself. Matthews is going to play center and defense. And if necessary, he's also going to be in nets. He's that good. George, no one's going after Price till Price proves he can play and he's not injured and all that. So I would say no. Well, I'm going to just say Habination so far. Toronto is proving to be the exception to that rule. And I hope it continues. Well, Cam, that's what I just said. He's going to play forward and defense, and he'll be in nets too. Because he's the amazing Austin Matthews. Da-da-da-da-da, here comes Austin to save the day. Austin Matthews. Habination, you take that back because I'm on camera and I'm on video saying I want Toronto because Montreal will beat Toronto. And everybody was giving me shit about that. And guess what happened? And not everybody, but most people. And guess what happened? So, no, I'm on record as saying that last year. Yep. None of the experts, though, thought Montreal had a chance. I'm not doing any games. I'm not planning on any games in the playoffs. No. If it changes, I'll announce something, but no, I'm not. I'm doing live streams Saturday and Wednesdays. Yes. Superstar. Austin Matthews, superstar. Kenny thinks Leafs beat Boston. Good luck, Kenny. I wouldn't put any money on that. You said it before the season started. That's fine, but I was the one who wanted Toronto in the playoffs because I thought Montreal will beat them, and I was right. $60 goals for Matthew is their big moment. Yeah, I guess. That's what it'll be. Did I get the link you sent me? Where'd you send it to me? I was in the email today, but early. Like I did a video, so I left the StreamYard up, and I didn't have to go back in for tonight. So if it was today, no, because I was only in there like really early afternoon, and I haven't been in there since. Oh, Habination, it's not very funny. That's okay. No, because I was one of the very few that wanted Toronto in the first round. Everyone was afraid of them. Take them because it's not going to work well for them, and I was right. Hey, Gabriel. Hey, going to Cuba. Awesome. Hey, listen, there's one game left, so no worries. We'll see you on one of the Saturday night streams when you get back. No worries. I'll be doing the Saturday night hockey talk all off season, and Wednesdays. Some Wednesdays it'll be just members only, and then some it'll just be open for everybody. So I'll still be around, but enjoy the vacation. Enjoy the weather and the swimming and all that good stuff. And smoke a few cigars. I know you're young, but still, why not? So we got 121 left. I love that number. That was my very first first time I went to work. Montreal just scores. All right. Well, I'm trying to tell a story. I can't remember who got it. Paling opens the scoring. Paling opens the scoring. I'm a little disappointed. I wanted it to be someone that was picked. I don't think anybody picked Paling to score the first. But Montreal got the first goal. Surprise. Can't help but be happy. I mean, yeah. So I will. I'll check it. I got to go into my my email to do that. That email I can't leave it open because it times out on me, and then it gives me a message like it's mad at me that why didn't you sign out? What do you think this is? Kind of thing, you know. So I don't leave it on. My personal email stays on. It's on all day. But this one, it just times out, so I can't leave it on. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. No, it is, and I don't really like that about it, but now I can't change it. Been there too long. So I was saying, the reason I like the number 121, my very first job, real job, I was a courier, and that was my number, 121. And so, and I see that number a lot. I see like time of day or whatever, time like this. I see it a lot. I'll look up at the clock, 121. It's a number for me that's meant something my whole life. Most of my life, anyway. You know, that's what I should get. I should get a Habs shirt that has the number 121 on the back. That would mean something to me. All right. First period's over. Montreal's up 1-0. Late period goal. Always love those. In a game, I don't want them to win. As I said going in, though, like St. Louis probably really wants them to win this game. Former Ranger, Gorton, former head of the Rangers. So, like, you know, there's probably some money on the board for these guys to win the game tonight. So, well, Gabriel, you're gonna have some fun in Cuba. I knew you're young. So yeah, well, that's cool. I didn't know the drinking age was 16 in Cuba. So, you going with your parents? Are they okay with that? Yeah, I've never been to Cuba. I don't travel. Pull the goalie now. Yeah, that's how you tank a game. Yeah. Hey, the bros. So, I didn't watch a lot of that first period, to be very honest with you, but it didn't catch me as being very exciting. It didn't draw my attention. I'm listening to it while I talk to you guys. So, hopefully, I mean, we get more excitement from the Rangers in the second and third, so they can go back and win this and don't put our last place finish in jeopardy. Now, if Arizona, especially if they win their next game, if they get any points in these two games that they have left, I don't think we have to worry then. They have 3 more wins than we do, so right there, that's a tiebreaker, I believe, and I think they beat us. That's a tiebreaker. They got all the tiebreakers. So all we have to do is be no worse than being tied with them in points, and we'll be good. With 23 wins to Montreal's 20, even if Montreal wins the 2 games, they can't tie them in wins that way. So Cameron, I think how it was put, and I think this was and I never remember his name, and I like the guy. He's the director of player development or something like that with Pittsburgh now. Former GM in Toronto and all that. Can't remember his goddamn name. His saying is, if you're not going to finish in the playoffs or whatever, you should do whatever you can to finish at the bottom. If you want to rebuild, I mean, if you want to get those picks that help a team to keep either, a certain level, which you can't do if you can't get those picks. So at some point, you got to finish down there to get those picks. Montreal finally doing that. Who is it? What's the guy's name I'm thinking of? Somebody told me the last time from here, so you know who I'm talking about. I can't think of his name. He's a real tough guy, always a tough guy. But I like him. I didn't used to like him, but I like him in his older years. I like what I heard his interviews and stuff, and I like the way the guy thinks. I didn't like him when he was young. When I was younger, I didn't like him. So BLC, people can go off of my list too. Yeah, if you're not going to be in the playoffs, you might as well be last because you're going to get. Now, that was at a time, he said that at a time when you finished last, you got the first pick. It's not the same anymore, but you still get a good pick and you get the best chance at the first pick. It's not Nick Kypreos. I still don't like Nick Kypreos. So you can put Nick Kypreos on my list. a big Irish guy. And he mellowed out when he's, I guess when his daughter came out of the closet, when his daughter announced that she was lesbian, I think he really started to mellow out then, when he, and he really became, and he's a really cool guy now. But I would have said he's a real asshole like when I was younger. And is it Brian Burke? Yeah, that's it, Berkey. He's a cool guy. I like him a lot now. I did not like him when he was like, what you go way back. And wasn't he at some point? He was the disciplinary guy or something like that for the league. Ricky, if you ain't first, you're last. Reese Bobby? What's that? No, I don't know that one. But it's still not the quote, Shy Guy. The quote that from Burke is different. But I mean, if you're not first, well, if you're not in this case in the playoffs, then yeah, you got to get to where you can get good picks. I mean, look, for 30 years, Montreal refused to do that, and we just we're just mediocre most of those years. If the odd gust up. Hey, Harry. And you know what I like about what Paling's doing? At the right time of year, he's making a good impression going into next season. Paling is going to be, I think, he's going to be a good, solid player for Montreal. I really do. And if they're, I don't know how to put it. It's going to be between Paling and Dvorak for that third center position. I think if they really feel they got something in Paling and they're really commit to him, then they move on Dvorak. If not, maybe Dvorak sticks around. So I think that Paling's late season rush here or whatever, I think it's good for him to stick around. Cameron, sometimes, and if you look at the percentages of when being at the beginning of the draft to being at the top or the end of the first round, the percentages are much higher down here than up here. But listen, there's great players that have come out of first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh rounds. There are great players. There's scouting staffs miss, and sometimes everybody misses, and a guy comes, gets picked finally in a later round. But yeah, great players come out of the first, and lousy players come out of the first, and vice versa for all the rounds. So. Or whatever. I don't know what I'm saying. Translate that. There should be it says French, English. Right? You want us to translate that to English? There should be. You want us to translate from talking Habs to English? St. Louis was never drafted because he was too small. Oh, Shy Guy, I never saw Talladega Nights. I'm not the biggest Will Ferrell fan. Cameron, yeah, you go look. Brendan Gallagher, 5th round pick, so just on our team. I want to include Evans as a 7th round, but I mean he hasn't gotten to his peak yet. But I mean Gallagher was a 5th round pick. Anyway, there's lots of examples of that. But in general, you're getting your best shot in the top 5. If you got a good scouting staff, if your scouting staff sucks, well, sometimes doesn't matter. Look at Montreal reaching for Jesperi Kotkaniemi. Although, listen, in the last 4 or 5 seasons, I think Montreal's scouting drafting has been not bad because we got some good players in the pipeline. That's because they made some good picks. Tario, I think there's 3. I hear there's 3 potentially generational players there. 2023 draft is going to be great, but you never know where Montreal is going to finish. You never know what's going to happen. To be counting on 2023 when you got something here in 2022, that would be ridiculous. So let 2023 take care of itself when we get there. Right now, got to concentrate on the best they can get out of 2022. Because that's here, that's in your hand right now. That's what she said last night, but I didn't listen. Well, Suzuki didn't play any major junior, I mean, he also went from junior to NHL. He didn't play any AHL. No, raw talent is not a full measure. It's just a partial, right? Anyway, they have a good, solid pick. No need to turn your back on it this year because next year's got a really good draft class. And I'm going to stick to that. You take what you can get right now because you don't know what you're going to get next time. Nothing's written in stone. I didn't know that about Perron. Yeah, Perron's a guy like I really would have laughed at if you wanted to talk about him coming here and then in doing the video I did. He could really be a good fit here for a couple of seasons. Like I really think he could be. I don't know what it's going to cost and all that, but I think Perron could be if you don't get that guy for the first line, and he'd probably be good for Suzuki and Caulfield, experience wise, that kind of stuff. As a mentor, and then he's a Quebec-born player, so I think Perron could be pretty good. My favorite Bruin player. Are you talking about Bobby Orr? Was a third round pick? Hey, Bobby Orr. Really? Bobby Orr was third round? No. Besides Bobby Orr, Bobby Orr didn't go in the draft. The draft didn't start till 67, I think, actually. Bobby Orr was sponsored in the sponsorship days where the team sponsored the minor teams and they were able to sign the players on those teams at young ages and earlier than any other team could get at them. And that's how they got him. And that's how they got Bobby Orr. I think Bobby Orr signed his first contract at like 13. Because if you're going to say my favorite Bruin, that's the only one. Our tombstones are written in stone. Very funny. Not if you're, but not if you're cremated. Although, yeah, that could be too. So shut up. What am I even talking about that for? Why you even mention that? Will Perron? That's the question. I think he'll resign with St. Louis, and I agree with that. But you never know, right? Kent Hughes could be very, very convincing. You never know. Maybe that's the case, right? And he signs him. Maybe St. Louis doesn't have the room for him, and maybe he's asking a little more than St. Louis wants to pay, and there's no deal there. Oh, Marchand? No, he's not my favorite. You're making a joke. Obviously, I get that now. I just didn't think that was a joke. So, and Bobby Orr was not drafted. No, it was the draft. I think only started in '67. 66 or maybe the 66-67 season, I think, actually. Cameron, yeah, I think that would listen, unless if they get Slafkovsky and he makes the team, well, you got to figure he's going to probably play there. Maybe not right away, but yeah, I think Perron could be good for the two kids there. Oh, I can't listen to these guys. Man, they got a segment now on betting. I hope they live with themselves with that. Yeah, encourage people to spend their money so millionaires can make more money and poor people can have less. Yep. If we go for the defensive, they're not. Listen, if they're drafting in the top three, they're not picking a defenseman. Come on, that's like that. To me, that's ridiculous. 1963, the NHL draft started. Okay, but it was after Bobby Orr started, so. Yeah, I did a video on it, so I know. I didn't remember the exact date, but I did a video about. I think it was more about the Canadiens and what the supposed Quebec advantage that they had, which was supposed. But yeah, so I wasn't sure exactly the date of it. But I knew it wasn't 1960 or 61. And it was the year I was born. So the first amateur draft started the year I was born. I was like 8 months old. No, I was just a few months old. And that's when the system changed from the sponsorship system to the draft system. And back in those days, like the reason that Montreal was able to get Guy Lafleur, so the pick that would get Guy Lafleur from the Oakland Golden Seals or the Oakland Seals was because back then the teams didn't put a ton of importance on the picks in the draft. It didn't become that important till a little later on. So yeah, so it was, if you're a smart GM, I guess you could coax these picks away from the lesser teams. Some of the best steak tips. What are steak tips? Sounds interesting. They give you just the end of the steak. Yeah, that's it. So you just eat these little pieces. That's it. I've never heard of that. Or is it you get that big bone and a little bit of meat there? I thought that's lamb or something. So just asking me the questions. I'll give you my best answers. You're not doing a good job at describing it. Nope. Steak cubes. Oh, steak cubes. That makes more sense. What's tri-tip? I'm losing you now there, Habination. Steak cubed up. Steak cubed up. Yeah, that's good. I get it. Oh, okay, babe. Thanks. I appreciate it. It depends on. If it's something that just came out. Was just because I have his original one. But I'm going to check that out. Thank you. What additions do you feel will take Montreal to the next level? I really think if they would add McDavid and Draisaitl, I think that would be really good. We could pick up Shesterkin from the Rangers. I just think that would just do wonders. I'm a poutine and smoked meat sandwich kind of guy. No, I like steak, but I do like poutine and smoked meat, of course. Yeah, I think we're playing. They're playing. We're in the second period now. Awesome. I should put my headphones on. I know that. You Doug Hart. So, well, I might. I saw one, but I appreciate it. I'll let you know if it was something I had already seen or not. Yeah, it's not a stretch though that we might get McDavid and Draisaitl though, Cameron. Yeah, okay. It's weird how you look at that. Anyways, we got almost a minute gone here in the second. The shots are a low 10-6 favor of New York, and it's a 1-0 game in favor of Montreal. Montreal is skating right to left on your screen on your radio dial. Yeah, Cam, Tim Hortons nothing to be proud of as Canadian anymore because it's basically not a Canadian company anymore. But it did come out of Canada. Oh, ah. Okay, Romy's got it in front of his net. Passes it off to, I don't know who he's playing with. Savard. Savard shot it. Went off a stick or went off somebody and up into the seats. It would get a face off somewhere, probably at center ice. Pizzetta took a big hit, knocked him on his ass. So Dauphin's out there. So the lineup I got, well, that is wrong, man. Two guys they said were going to be out of the lineup are in the lineup. So who came out for Paling? Oh, Perreault. Matthew Perreault came out for Paling. That's who it was. Big save by Monty with a pad. Wow. Good save there. Three minutes gone in the first. Donairs, don't make me hungry. That I would love to. I haven't had a good donair in a long time. Donair, and it's probably different than the donair I'm talking about. Is I'm sure a bit different than down where you are, BL. I would love to try from where you are. Yeah, Mads must be glued to the game because he ain't here. But he ain't watching the game though, BL. He's not. He said he's not watching the game though. Oh, big save. Monty on it. I think it was a 2-on-1. Good pass, and then the shot came in, and Monty tracked it well and made the save. Some good work here so far in the second by Monty. Yeah. New York just tied it up. Ryan Reeves. That's why BL said Reeves. Let's take a look at this again. Oh, that hit somebody's stick. Where did that go? Yeah, it went off of Dvorak's stick, I think. That looked like it hit Dvorak's stick and redirected into the net. Hey, David, how you doing? Oh, Caulfield would have shot, tried. So we got 5 minutes gone so far here in that Faust. Well, we got a whistle. Who's getting the penalty? Nick Suzuki going off for interference. David, we had a little snow today too. Just very little came down. Nothing stuck, but yeah, weird time of year for it. So Suzuki for interference, and the Rangers go on the power play. They got a pretty good power play, so let's see. Another whistle, another interference call. Dauphin. Oh, maybe not. No, it's I don't know, number 15 there. So it's yeah, so we're going 4-on-4 for a while. Is that Goche? It's Goche in the box. Interference. Hey, Chris. Crazy time of the year to still be getting snow, isn't it? All right, so they're 4-on-4. Rangers coming out of their end here. Maybe not. He spun around. Now they're coming out. 4-on-4. Ooh. PLD is going to be expensive to get, so I don't know. I don't think they're going to have the cap for that. Besides, listen, if they do get, say they do get the first pick, they take right, or even Cooley, second pick, is there really a need to bring in Dubois at that kind of money and having to give up players and whatever to get them? I don't know. Chris, it's not for sure. And who they're going to sell? They're going to trade Price where? Who's going to take Price with the unknown right now on him? Nobody. You're dreaming if you think a team's going to trade for Price right now. They're not. You will not trade for Deborah? Why we're trading for Deborah? Who? Yeah, Chris, I agree with you on that about PLD. Chris, a team that's going to trade for Weber's contract is only trading to get the contract for the LTIR relief. That's all. They're not trading to get Weber to play. And then if you're trading Price, if that does happen, it's because he's not playing. He's going to be out of the LTIR. But they're not going to trade Price. They'll hang on to him, I'm sure. You can call it cap evasion if you want, but that's what it is. And we're running on that right now. So and if Price is going to be on LTIR, they're going to have to get rid of Weber's contract. It'd be too much to have. I think you got a limit on how much you can run on the LTIR. So we're down to about 30 seconds on the 4-on-4. Yeah, I don't know all of that, but I know there's a big Chris. There's a cap recapture, a early retirement recapture penalty if he retires, either of them. But it goes to the team that signed the contract with them. So for Weber, it's Nashville. I think, and for Montreal, it's obviously Montreal. For Price, I mean. Yeah. So Montreal on the power play now, but they got just 4 seconds left here. There's a whistle, so not much chance here. You can call it that if you want. If it wasn't a rule or they were breaking a rule, call it evasion. It's not. It's a rule. The league can close up the loophole. That's all. But it's available to everybody, and a lot of teams use it. A lot of teams use it. See you later, David. Sorry. See you later, David. There's something with the LTIR about using it. I don't know if there's a cap to it, but there's something about it. If your player gets hurt and he's out for a long time, and you get relief of that. I don't think anything's wrong with that. People are mad about the Kucherov thing because that was kind of evasion because they held him out on purpose like that. That's not the same for everybody, and it's not the same here with Weber, and it's not the same with Price. So you can't compare the two. So it's not evasion in every case. In the Kucherov case with Tampa, I agree with you, but it's not the case for every time. So I don't agree with you. When a player is legitimately injured and he ain't playing again, and you got a few years on the contract, and you don't want to pay the cap recapture on the early retirement, then you got to put him on LTIR, and it's legit. He ain't coming back to the playoffs and playing all of a sudden like Kucherov did. So we got 11 minutes to go here in this second. 14-7. That's the shots on goal in favor of New York. It's a tied game at 1. I mean, Tario, actually a good point, right? Why, when you have something like that, why should the player have to retire and give up the last 4 years of the contract? So for the player, they're happy. They get paid all the way through. Sean, but they can do that in the off season when they're allowed to go over the cap by a certain amount. They can just do it then. But these players never played again. It's not like they were held out and then, oh, look, he's good for the playoffs. That's the difference, Chris. You can name thousands of players maybe that have been on the LTIR, but it's not the same as the Kucherov situation. You can't equivalate certain things because they're not the same. Nathan Horton never played again. Mark Savard never played again. I don't remember the Pronger situation, but did he ever play again after the LTIR? Probably not. So, yeah. Eric Lindros, he might have done that too. They might have done that. Different era, though, so I don't know if it was the same. And I don't remember the situation there, but he was definitely out before his contracts were all finished. I couldn't tell you really how the game is going. Just it's still 1-1. Montreal not getting much shots. 7 shots. It's in over half a game, so not a lot. And only 15 shots for the Rangers. Not big. We got under 9 minutes to go here in the second period. So 1-1 game. It's 9 o'clock. DiPietro is like the longest one. He's still being paid, I think, another year or two. But again, he never played again. Didn't come back and play in the playoffs, nothing like that. That's the difference. And it's a big difference. It's a big difference when a guy can sit out all year, more than likely be ready to play before the end of the season, and then just only come in at the playoffs and help you win a cup, as opposed to a guy who's legitimately never playing again, but you're getting benefit from the cap relief. Nothing wrong with that. First situation, it's kind of greasy. Second one, nothing wrong with it. Habination, right? Another good point on the Weber deal. He's not making the full 7.857. He's getting very little in actual salary. So to come back and play for that, I think you can say, well, he's been paid up front. So there's that. But I mean, like, I don't think there's anything wrong as long as it's not a ruse to hold a guy out just so you can bring him back for the playoffs and just to get the cap relief. I mean, that's different. With Kucherov, they cheated the system, yes. But in general, no, you don't cheat the system when you do that. When a guy is legitimately hurt and not coming back. But right, BL's right. The system allowed the cheating, though. Harry, yeah, it came up a while, not too long ago, and yeah, it's another 2-3 years. Well, Montreal right now, I mean, you got Weber, you got Price's, had Price's money. That's 18 million in cap relief. And nobody complained because they weren't winning. That's all. It's the only reason people complain because the team is doing well. But teams do this all the time. Every team's got LTIR money pretty much at some point. Hell, when you add Drouin, you add another $5 million, so it's like $23.5 million in cap relief. But Chris, okay, then explain this to me. What team's trading for Price? With the unknown of his future right now, what team's trading for him? What? I mean, who? Nobody. I'm glad you're learning something, Shy Guy. I appreciate that. Baby, they did talk about they're not going to get rid of the loophole. They're not. Because, listen, in general, teams don't cheat like Tampa did. In general, they don't. So, right? I guess if it gets to be out of hand and all the teams are doing it, maybe they'll close it. But they're not, because I don't think it's that big of a problem, personally. DiPietro's paid till the 28-29 season. That's insanity. It's absolute insanity. I almost swore, but it's worth it. No, nobody's trading for Price. I'll that's a hill I'll die on. Sorry, but it's not happening. Especially if there's more problems with the knee. Forget it. No one's trading for him. Matt doesn't draw a salary bill. I don't believe Matt would be this not show. If he was being paid, I don't think Matt would show up. And he knows how I feel about it, so there's no problem there. You're making something out of something that's not a problem. Tario, but I don't think Montreal trades Price for that reason. With why can't they use the LTIR? I don't think they'll move Price for that. Weber, I think, yeah, because there's no connection for Weber with this new management that there is with Price in a short period of time. Yeah, you told me the other day you're too shy to do that. You're not coming on because you're You don't want to show your face. So now you're going to do that. Now I'm doing fine. I got one period to go. I mean, are you guys saying that I'm no good and you don't like what I'm saying? And you don't like what I'm doing? I mean, that's what you're saying to me. Was Tario, was DiPietro, was only 2006? Wow, I thought it was earlier than that. Wow, I'm surprised that I thought it was way earlier in like early 2000s, really early 2000s. I'm not looking for a new co-host, guys. I'm not. So I don't know the problem. And I'm insulted that you don't like me by myself. There, I give you a cough for that without turning the mic off. Baby, yeah, that was Grant Snow, wasn't it? Grant Snow that signed him to that? That was a stupid signing. Habination, are you saying you like Bob's something? You like boobs and you forgot no? Like, what's going on there? Do you get brownie points for saying I know I'm not that? I'm not that easy to impress, Cameron. I'm not that easy. I take 1.5 million a year for 20 years. I take that anytime. No, flattery won't get you anywhere. Sorry. It's nice to hear, but it's not going to get you anywhere that way. You have an X bone? Is that like an Xbox? I have an X bone too. It doesn't work very well. So I have an X bone that way. I don't know. Is that the same thing? What you got? Maybe. Yeah, girls look at it. I go, "What's that?" Oh, it's an X bone. Yeah, it used to be a bone, but it's not anymore. So we still got a 1-1 game. 4 minutes now to go here in the second. Montreal not getting shots. They're still with 7. I don't think they had a shot in this period. I don't think so. So no shots on goal. They have probably had shots at the goal, none on the goal. No, I figured out what you're talking about. You told me you're not very good technologically good, so I'm not surprised. I hate that. I hate having to deal with tech. I'm no good at it, and sometimes I got no choice but to learn something. Yeah, delete something. You know that talking Habs guy? Yeah, delete him. He's horrible. That talking Habs guy. Under 3 to go here in the second. A second period of no shots for Montreal. Will they get a shot in the last 3 minutes of the period? Oh, Habanation, I thought you were bad with techno stuff. Well, then don't complain. Chris, I think people are really expecting a lot of moves in the offseason. I'm not expecting so many that it's going to like make your head spin. I think they make moves, but I don't think it's going to be like, wow, it's a totally new team. But there'll be guys gone. I mean, it'll be a new team in that sense, but you know what I mean? Like, they're not moving 15 players. But I think it's going to be exciting, though. There will be moves, and there's going to be some changes, and it's going to be exciting to see what they do. Yeah, H2O, you're being a little paranoid there. If they're resting players, they're resting them for the playoffs. That's just normal. Teams do that. Monty's playing well, man. I think if you ask me, Monty's the one that's keeping Montreal in this. So, considering Montreal cannot get a shot, I don't see how they're going to win this game if they can't shoot on the net and get any more goals. Who's Coco Taco? I never heard of that. I thought I heard a post there. Montreal might have just hit a post. And there's an icing call. Not sure what you're saying there, Shy Guy. Oh, Caco. You're talking about Capo Caco. Okay. I don't know who the hell you're talking about. It's under a minute here in the second, I mean. Oh, Montreal got 2 shots before the end of the period. So they got 2 shots this period. That's cool. You're going to score goals that way. That's okay. We don't want them to score goals. We don't really want them to. 25 seconds to go in the second. Jeff Petrie shoots and scores from a bad angle, well, on the short side, just inside the post. Montreal up 2-1 going into the third period. Wow. Last first overall pick we had was 1980, and they messed that one up. I'm fine with Monty. Monty's keeping them in this game. I don't know what you don't like about the way Monty plays. He's getting better too. I like the fact that he's getting better as the season goes. Monty's gotten better. Beal, yeah, 1980, Doug Wickenheiser. They should have taken Denny Savard. That's without a doubt. But they took Doug, and it was a mistake. But that's the last first overall pick Montreal has had. So after 2, Montreal is up by 2-1. In a game, and of course, all of us want them to lose, and it's going to be a game. Watch them win. Monty sucks. I mean, you got to ask his girlfriend or boyfriend. I don't know. That's not our business. Grimes, hey Grimes. Yeah, one of those like right in. It got somehow in between the goalie and that post. There wasn't a lot of room for it to make it there, but seeing eye shot, they call that. It had eyes. Lucas, I don't know what you're talking about being under Arizona. As long as we finish tied or under Arizona, we will get the last pick. Well, the last spot. They have all the tiebreakers, so as long as we tie or finish worse, we're gonna get. I don't understand. BL, yeah, I don't care what Hartford did. Montreal should have picked Savard. Yeah, Savard went third to Chicago that year. I believe third, I think. Harry, I agree with you. I like Monty as the backup for sure. I like what I see from him like every game, and he's had a bad game here and there, not too many, and yeah, he's getting better, and I'm kind of impressed with him. But BL, they can't control this. If Montreal doesn't get any points in these 2 games, they can't control that Montreal is going to finish last. Can they control the balls that come out? I mean, maybe, right? Okay. But man, if that's ever found out that they do that, boy, what a lawsuit that is. Monty is a suitable third, not backup. I don't know. He's been playing the backup role for a while. Here he is starting as the starter right now. I don't know. You want to say Monty's playing bad? Then you better learn about goalies, I guess. Lucas, of course it doesn't mean we just have the best chance. While we're holding on to that, why lose it? That's all I'm saying. I agree with you. It doesn't mean we get it, the pick, obviously. But if we can get the better chance to get it, why not? No, it's not the end. Listen, if we end up above Arizona, is it the end of the world? No, it's not. George, I don't know about. I don't have a feeling on that. I don't. I'm going to wait and see what they say about it. I'm not going to overreact to the fact that he went to see a doctor today. As a follow up on the guy operated on him. He probably just wanted a follow up. That's how I'm looking at it right now. We don't know if it's not. They haven't said that he's hurt or not hurt. He's just going back to the doctor that did the operation. He's gonna have the guy look at him because they're in New York. The guy's from New York. That's where he had the operation. So they're there. To me, it doesn't mean anything. Maybe, and maybe it does, but it doesn't mean anything necessarily. So I don't know. Well, okay. Just relax, there, Captain. I I don't see how you don't like. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't say you're saying said he's playing bad though. But I don't understand if you don't like he's playing well. Look at the way the guy's playing. He's keeping them in the game. I don't know what more do you want from a goalie to do. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what you expect. Can you not like a guy? Oh, of course you can not like a guy. Obviously, because I have a lot of guys I don't like. uh, yeah, I guess the refs, Lucas, could screw us over. I just don't see it happening here. My biggest worry was probably like what's happening, right? They rest players at the end, and Montreal might be able to beat these two teams that you wouldn't think they're going to because of that reason. So, Grimes, I would agree with you on that. Although it's starting to look like he's not NHL ready yet. Let's just put it that way. Okay, BL, but do you hear any of us saying we want Monty as the number one starter next year? No, as a backup. What you're saying? So I don't get it. Oh, well, if I said, are you saying he's playing bad because you weren't clear? I didn't say you are saying he's playing bad, though. I said, are you saying he's playing bad? Am I covering my ass? Good. Am I covering my ass? Good. Yeah, I don't agree with you on that, though, Captain. He's playing well. That's why he's playing. And yeah, he's the only thing, but he's playing well. So I don't see a problem. I think the team likes him. I know Carey Price is impressed with him. That's good for me. That's good enough for me to say I think he's good. But if you don't like the guy, you don't even have to have a reason. You might not like the guy. That's okay. I got lots of those guys. Grimes, you might see that. Listen, if Price having problems and it's really uncertain, I think they'll hang on to Allen, and you'll have Allen and Montembeault as your duo. If Price is good and they don't trade Allen, I think Monty has to get. He'll play in Laval. He'll be your depth. The thing is, I don't know that he'll survive being waived to put him down there. BL, nobody said Allen would be the long-term guy, but he's okay as exactly what you're saying. Number one stopgap. He's fine for that for a short period of time. He's only signed for one more year. Yeah, but Budai, he was getting older too a bit, so there was that. And it was different management. No, it wasn't different management, but it was just a different era, I guess. But Budai was probably for a while was the last good backup that they had. He did well here, and then we went through a couple of. I don't remember exactly. Was it Lindgren right after? Because Lindgren just didn't do the job here. Did Laval win today? I have no idea. Maybe somebody else can answer that. I don't know. Why keep Price, Grimes? Because he has a no movement clause. And who's trading for him? Who's trading for him for a $10.5 million contract? And you don't know what he's going to be able to do. Maybe he can finish the season, but you're getting 4 seasons. You're really trading for that kind of money with a guy that's not like in good health and you know it's going to work out? No. And Montreal doesn't want to retain salary on anybody, especially for 4 years. So it's unlikely they're going to trade him and hold $5 million of his salary for 4 years. That's a whole player you're holding for 4 years. Bill, I don't know. Listen, if Price is fine and he manages to finish his contract and everything's good, he'll still be here when Montreal starts to get good and makes the playoffs, I think, anyway. Maybe Allen, they don't sign after next year and they bring in somebody else after next year. Yeah, but Lucas, they're not in a position to really be able to do that. So, I mean, you think about it, right? If you hold half his salary, so you're at whatever your goalies are, you're adding $5 million to that. I know it's a lot less than anyway. We'll see what happens with that. It's not like the team has a choice. That no movement clause ties their hands. Shy guy, Montreal Canadiens are not a francophone team. I don't know where you get that from. Coyotes picked up somebody for that, I believe, David. They picked up somebody in the offseason. I don't remember who it was. They picked up that contract for that specific purpose, I believe. But Harry, it's because they picked up somebody else's contract instead. I believe that. I don't know if it's them. Maybe it was another team, but I think it was Coyotes. The floor somewhere around 45 million or something like that. 65, maybe 65. Besides, I mean, Allen's contract's not bad. 2.8 million. I don't think it's that bad. Again, Grimes, you figure a solution then. What's your solution for Price? What, put a gun to his head, pen in his hand, and say, sign this no movement. I'm waiving it. What are you going to do? And then you're going to do the same thing and call up a team. Hey, listen, you're taking Price. Yeah, we're making a trade. We want this guy. You're taking Price. You're going to force somebody to trade for him? I don't get it. Yeah, George, he could go on the LTIR for the rest of his career. That's what'll happen. When we traded for Allen, he was making that, but they re-signed him to a 2-year deal at less money. That's Lucas. I'm saying that too. Stefano, it is 2-1 Montreal in the second intermission. So third period's coming up. David, Price waived his no trade for the Kraken because two things. He wanted Montreal to be able to keep Allen because he knew he was really injured and they would need him and he wasn't going to be back for the start of the season. He knew it, and he knew that the Kraken would know that, and he was right, and he knew they wouldn't take him. Come on, guys. It's not a hard thing to figure out. You think Price wants to go to another team, struggle like he is now, and all this? You think he wants to do that at another team with another fan base and all that? Really? Do you think that he wants that? I don't think so. Devin, yeah, apparently we're in the third period, by the way. For the I take these. Let's get for the post-mortem after the season. Weber's supposed to talk to the media. I mentioned that in my pregame show. George, though, if they're on LTIR, you do know that the salary is off the books, right? So Weber right now, salary's off the books. It's on the LTIR. It's off. It's gone. And for Price, when he's hurt, that's what happens for Price when he's out a long time. He goes away. Bye-bye. So I don't see the problem here. You can think all you want. You're not Carey Price. Neither am I, but you can think all you want. He's explained it, and I don't think that I have reason to believe that he was lying. I don't, but you can believe what you want. Believe what you want, even when the guy that did it explains it. But no, he's lying to us because we love Carey. He's a freaking liar. I mean, is that what you're saying? I don't get it. Oh, I got a piece of ice there. That's cold. Ooh. That was cold, man. Why do you do me so cold? So we got like 2 minutes gone. There's an icy call just happened. Montreal, half the shots of New York. They've got 10. New York has 20, and it is a 2-1 game for Montreal. So I don't know. I don't want Montreal to win tonight. I don't want them to win. Shy guy, I'm going to tell you this, okay? And don't take it personal, but fuck off with Francophone team. Get away with that. I don't want to hear that ever. I'm Anglophone, and this is my team. I don't need no fully Francophone team. Go separate somewhere then if you're into that. And don't take that personally, but I'm goddamn sick of this French bullshit. Stop it. It's not enough the goddamn province is going to take away my rights as an English person. I don't want that bullshit. So go away with that. Devin, he's supposed to talk. I guess it would be Saturday. Over the weekend, anyway. They're going to do the post-mortem for the season. Grimes, Price was eating Lucky Charms for breakfast every day in the playoffs last year. And, they're magically delicious. What do you mean just magically played like a god? Price was the best goalie in the world for whatever. He's capable. He was capable. It wasn't magical. Come on. Jesus. Why am I fighting with everybody today? It's the captain, it's the contract, the 10 million. If Price made 6 million, 6.5 million, nobody would say a goddamn word about it. But that 10.5 million, yeah. Blame a guy for getting paid. Like nobody would have signed that contract because it's not in the interest of the team. There it is, 2-2. Well, I don't know if that's bad or good. I went but it's they tied it up, so that's good. So Rangers tied it up. I wonder if you got hurt at your job and you're in rehab and you're trying to get back and be healthy, and all the people that are helping you and whatever they call those people, and they're all going, "You suck. You'll never be good. You're horrible. You gonna get any better? Why you gotta shit on the guy? He's trying to get better." And that's what you're all doing. You're all shitting on the guy because he's trying to come back and get better and be back to I don't get it. What's everybody's problem? Why so much hate on Carey Price? Why am I getting so mad about it? I don't know. Habination, I think they do need Weber's money off the books before the season. Is that 3-2? Anyway, there's a reason. I don't know what the reason is, but I think there's a reason why. It doesn't benefit to have that much LTIR money, I think. There's a reason, and I don't know it. Hey, Bubble Tea. Okay, you want to tell me at what point ever, Shy Guy, that Montreal Canadiens were a French team? You tell me when that happened and prove it to me by showing me a roster, showing me everything, because it never happened, so stop it. Want to go back to the good old days? Find a time machine. But those good old days of a French team was all marketing and bullshit. So, but it's okay. You can believe in it and live your life that way. That's fine. Habs aren't rolling over. But listen, it's 2-2 now. Maybe we got hope here that they won't. It's okay if they take a point. I just don't want them to take 2 points here. I just don't want them to take 2 points. That's all. I said shitting on him. I didn't say throwing him under the bus. You heard those words out of my mouth, throwing him under the bus? No. I said shit on him. It's not the same thing exactly. George, I'm not getting into that, please. Come on. It's magically delicious. Or maybe talking about mushrooms. Mushrooms could be magical. It was a 3-on-2. They really couldn't do anything with it, the Rangers. George, I don't mind OT. It's only 1 point, just as long as they don't get the 2. You know, Rick, I don't give you guys a chance anymore. So, yeah, F yourself. The Yotes are losing 3-0 in the second. Well, we don't want to be winning this game, then, if you ask me. Did you hear me say he's going to get back to 2014? But anyway, I'm not arguing this anymore. I'm just not. Because whatever I'm going to say, come out back with something else, and then I don't want to do it anymore. If you guys want to be upset at a situation you can't change, I don't know. Be upset. Ricky Rick's gone. Habination, yeah. A team that isn't near the cap, you can't take advantage of LTIR. So it's only a team. to get to the floor, if you're under, so you don't put him on LTIR because you can't, or a team that's cap strap, whatever. Yeah. The only two teams are going to trade for Weber's contract. Oh, Lucas, they've been doing this for the last, 10 games. Grimes kind of blaming Carey Price for the fact that Montreal can't get to where they need to be because he's here, is throwing him under the bus. George, that's why I don't put up with that shit from that. That's why. Sorry. Yeah, well, that's what Google's all about, Shy Guy. And I've done a video about it too, so yeah, sorry. So we got a 2-2 tie. I'm not updating you guys very well. It's 12:35 on my clock left in the third. Shots are now 24-15 in favor of the Rangers. And we'll see what happens here. Okay, I'm not doing this anymore with you guys. So just let's have a rest. I'm just not doing this anymore. Oh, Suzuki just threw a punch. Hey, nice. Someone took a penalty. Rangers going on the power play. Who'd he throw a punch at? Strome. Edmondson took the penalty for boarding. 2 minutes for boarding. Let's see what happens here. Boy, real content. Is it a full moon tonight? I don't know. Everybody really contentious tonight. Maybe it's a full moon. We're all affected by the full moon. I see a bad moon horizon. Oh, some more pushing and a shoving. Monty made a big save. BLW, where you been for the last, God knows how many years? What are you talking about? Where's all this Anglo-Franco hostility? Look up Bill 96. Look up Bill 96, and then you'll know where my hostility comes from. Minute and a half left in the Rangers penalty. Minute gone in the power play. Montreal clears the puck down the ice. Shy Guy, that was like, yeah, good to see him stand up for himself. Happy Nation, that's really random. Where'd that come from? Are you serious? As well? It's the real thing. Coke is Coke. Now with real Coke. Maybe that's what it is, Tario. It's a black moon. We're all fighting, all feisty, all mad. Born to be a Hab. Lafreniere is also 2 or 3 years into his draft, after his draft year. So, yeah, I mean, he kind of should be. There you go. Just like it's true, Captain. That's what it used to be. It's the reason they call it Coke. I don't think Caulfield's losing confidence. It's only one game. He scored a game. Like, why would he be losing confidence after one game? No, am I talking politics? No, when politics is foisted on me like that, I can say what the hell I want. How's that? I'm not gonna lose my temper like I did before. I might say something like that, but I'm back to not you losing my temper. Nope, not worth it. It's not worth it. Montreal just scored. Montreal's going to win this game. Hoffman just scored. Don't you hate Hoffman even more? Don't you hate him even more if you didn't like him at all? I don't like anything called People's Party. Habination. If it's called the People's Party, it ain't for the people. It's only for the people in the party that are running it. That's it, that's all. Yeah, we're going to win this game. It's going to go down to the last game. Anyways, listen, in the end, if Montreal finishes in 31st, it's not so bad. It's not. I just would rather than finish last. I'm not going to be crying over it. It's the People's Party of Canada. That's what's his name? Max there. Max. Oh, no one knows. His name is not even worth repeating. Bernier, Maxim Bernier. Racist. I have no hesitation to call Maxim Bernier a racist piece of shit. Yes, Grimes, because we'd be tied with the Coyotes, and the Coyotes have the tiebreakers, which means they finish up higher than us, and we'll finish lower. So as long as we stay tied or worse than the Coyotes, we're good. Okay, but George, that's different than saying that he's losing his confidence. Maybe for the game itself, but it's one game. Come on. players have bad games too sometimes, right? So could just be that. I didn't lose my temper tonight. That's not losing my temper. I've lost my temper on here before. It's a little different. Lucas, last one's against the Panthers on Friday, Florida. But I'll tell you, it just got to figure they're going to do the same thing here that Rangers did and have guys sitting out. That's the worry, that they're going to be good enough to beat the Panthers because they're more motivated for that game. Thomas, Shane Wright's the consensus number one pick. Then I think most people, I think it's Logan Cooley. So that's two centers. And then Slavkovsky, a third, he's a left wing, which would fit on the first line. Yeah, no, there's good prospects at the top. Yeah, I don't know. Can you pull the goalie when you're like ahead? I don't know. Is that a rule? Like, I wonder, can you pull the goalie? Like, if you decide, oh, I just want to pull the goalie, and you're leading by 1 or 2 goals. I don't know if you can do that. I think you have to be behind. Yeah, I might have jinxed it by doing the video today and saying that they're going to finish in last. I wonder if they're going to say, hey, they said, hey, Rick, we're not. We're not. Yeah, I don't know if there's rules again. Or I mean, I've never seen it happen, so I don't know. George, well, if they finish second to last, it'll be worst. It's fourth pick. It drops down one. Habitation, that's fine. You're not picking, so it doesn't matter. Well, then that's the other two guys, I think. Cooley's the 5'9" guy, and the 6'7" guy is Slavkovsky, although I don't think he's 6'7". 6'5", I think. Grimes, if you look at a list of third-round picks, so I think you see a lot of really good ones. I don't know why you're going to hold third-round picks. Whatever have against that, because the words are coming out. You know what I mean. No, Captain, he's not, and I don't think he knows it. Tario, yeah, I forgot about that. That's right. It's going to be 10 losses in a row if they lose tonight. That's probably a little motivation for them here tonight. Oh, Montreal on the power play. Oh, this could really be going out of hand here. I thought they had a power play. Not a full one. Not a full one. If they get first, they're picking right. I don't think you have to worry about that. So anyway, George, are you saying that if there's no game breakers or generational players, why should they even pick there? There's nobody there like that. Why pick players? No, there's no generational players. Game breakers, I don't know if you can say that. I mean, that's like saying it's a totally shitty draft. It's not. Imagine people don't want to pick third. No, so pick fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. I don't want to pick third, though. Like, really? Come on. 1-on-3. Scores. Short-handed goal. Rangers tie it up. Wow. Oh, look at it. The webcam girls guy showed up. That's been a long time since he showed up. Well, Hoffman got the third goal, and he gave up the third one against. So good. Good for Hoffman. That was a hell of a shot, though. I didn't even see that. Strome with his 4 goals in 5 games. I had Strome in my fantasy pool. Well, this could change things. Hoffman is key to the tank. Al Hoffman is not here next year. Kind of. Maybe he'll play better next year. I don't know. Thomas, I think the answer is probably many. Very, very many. Three minutes to go in the third. 2-on-1. Nope. Guy came back. There's some good excitement here at the end of this game. Tied up like this. It's back and forth. Chance after chance. It's pretty good. There. Wow. I don't know. Was that a tripping or not? I don't know. I think he was going down already, Paling. But that looked like that could have been tripping. Minute 45 to go here. I feel so guilty, like hoping Montreal loses, though. Jeez, I don't like this. Puck goes into the bench. BL, I'll just tell you this. You know how hard sometimes sarcasm is to read? Very hard. So to say what you just said is really rude. At least with me, you hear my voice. I don't hear your voice. I see words. Not the same thing, dude. Montreal scored? J-Fed, I don't like you. Yeah, here it comes. Anderson's going to score. No. Oh, maybe not. I'm that far behind you? Petrie just won the game. 4-3. Montreal wins 4-3. I can't believe this. Well, it's my fault. I should have done the video and made that prediction that they're going to finish in the bottom. Damn, Petrie stepping up to have a good game. Yeah, with 30 seconds to go, this is over. Okay, BL, now I know that's sarcasm. Wow, who'd have thought they're going to beat the Rangers? Nah, it's over. Why are they trying to win? Because they're hockey players. They're not out there to lose. Don't blame them. Come on. Really? If you were playing and you were like, you're going out, oh, let's lose because we want a pick. They don't care about that shit. They don't care at all. And that's the truth. Well, it's not over? Why? I'm about to close it off. What, a second? Oh, okay. Wait, there's still a face-off. Gotta wait for that. J-Fed, yeah, I mean, that's all it is. And it's not the end of the world either, right? No, I'm still seeing the Habs thing. Anyway, it's over. I don't have to really worry about it. It's 8. What? How long is left anyway? Oh, that's why. The draw's right there. Okay, Suzuki, big draw. Win the draw, it's over. Lose the draw, they get a shot at it. Not much of a shot. That's it. Okay, so that's over. All right, so they're tied with Arizona, but it still means they're in last. Arizona has the tiebreakers. Montreal is not. Is still in the bottom. And if the next game, if they can just stay whatever Arizona does, Montreal does, we're good. Although, is it? I think Arizona is actually playing on the 1st of May. Isn't it their game that got delayed? So we might have to wait till Monday to find out. The losing streak is over, so that's something. Dallas can still fall apart tonight. What does that mean? Oh, we mean that game's not over yet. Yeah, but they're losing, aren't they? They're losing to Dallas. Anyway, look, it is what it is. No, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. And it doesn't mean anything. Look, if Montreal wins the lottery pick, there's no problem. If they win any of the 2 lottery picks, we don't have anything to worry about. So there's always that. We'll see what happens. And also, there's always the winners of the lottery could be teams that are far enough back that they can't catch up to make Montreal have to move back. So there's that. Phoenix plays Friday? Okay, I wasn't sure. Which teams are playing Monday? There's 2 teams that got postponed. And they set the season back till, well, maybe it's Sunday, the 1st. So it's Sunday. MSL, Marty St. Louis retired as a Ranger. Yeah, there was big motivation for Montreal in this game to win. So I'm happy the losing streak's over too. I just wish they would have. I just kind of wish they would have lost though. Although I'm glad there's not, because that would have been like what, a record-setting losing streak for them. So yeah, why go through that? Phoenix, who that? Arizona was Phoenix. They're not. They're now Arizona. They've gone between Arizona and Phoenix, I think, twice. Well, Grimes, we're staying last because with the tie, like I said, we lose the tiebreakers and we stay last. As long as they don't get any points Friday, and then Arizona gets no points. Like if they get points Friday, Arizona gets none. That's going to screw us at this point. Or if Arizona could just come back and get to overtime against Dallas, that would be cool. Yeah, don't worry. We're moving over to Harry soon. That jumped. Speaking of that, people don't forget that I won't go away. Harry Rice, he's going to be breaking down the game very soon. So go to Harry's channel shortly and give him a watch and a subscribe and contribute. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know about this. But yeah, go to Harry and Harry's going to break down the game. Randy, doubt Arizona's going to come back too, but I'm just saying, I mean, it could happen. Anyways, we're still in last. That's what matters. The tiebreakers put us in last. It's going to go down to the last game. Well, it gives the last game some meaning. So we're going to watch the last game with a little bit of meaning. And that's, prescribe to Harry. Subscribe to Harry. Always say do that. Go to Harry, watch him, subscribe, give a thumbs up. And I'm not going to stick around too much longer, another minute or two. I got to go. I'm making chicken wings for supper. They're all breaded and ready to fry up. I'm frying them tonight. Yeah. Bubble Tea, thanks for being here. Randy, I don't 100% know. Well, the draft, yeah, I don't know, though, if you have to have a channel where you're paying for the channel or not. So I don't know if it's 100% free to go watch. The draft, the first round will be on TV. The draft lottery is going to be on TV. I just don't know where exactly. It's on TSN or Sportsnet, I guess. So we'll see. But online, you can follow what's going on. I'll be able to follow it. I'm going to be live for the lottery. Randy, yeah, I eat a very late lunch and then I eat after the game. I stay up till like 3 a.m, so it's not a problem. I jinxed it. I jinxed it from my video today. I apologize. I just wanted it to go down to the wire, guys. That's all. Drafted the Bell Center. Well, am I going to go? Is that what you're saying? What? Oh, yes, I believe it is. I don't know if you need tickets though. I don't know how that works, but yeah, the public is going to be there to some extent. I don't know exactly, but yeah, you can, Randy. My stomach will be huge. No, it's not bad. I put on a little weight in the COVID, but not bad. I don't eat a lot. So don't have to worry about that. And as long as you're up a couple hours after you eat and you're active doing stuff, and I am, you're good. That's what I understand. The date of the draft is July 7th and 8th. Round 1 on the 7th and the rest of the rounds on the 8th. And the draft lottery is on the 10th of May at 6:30. And I'll be on the air at 6 o'clock and probably go for a couple hours. And hopefully we'll be celebrating a first overall pick. Yes. I forgot to put the lights on there. Jeez. What an idiot I am. Yeah, I heard all you guys out there agreeing with that. I heard it. I could hear it. Why am I wearing this? I don't need these on now. I'm not listening to anything. Drink lemon water before bed? Is that a secret? I didn't know that. I know there's something that if you drink it, you're supposed to actually lose weight while you sleep. But I don't know if I buy into that. What I need is more exercise and be able to walk more. And as the summer's coming in or the warmer weather, my knee's a lot better for walking. So I'm actually walking a lot more and getting a little more exercise now. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Have a good night, Grimes. Thanks for the good argument earlier. I hope you don't take anything from it. And for me, it's over and done with. I don't hold grudges about that. You're buying tickets for the draft? So you do need tickets, X3J says. So cool. That's great. I wouldn't go in a big crowd like that right now. Oh, Happy Nation, is that what you mean? Yeah, it's true. You did tell me that. Damn it, shouldn't have worn it. Have a good night, Thomas. Have a good night, George. And George, for you too, right? No hard feelings. I don't hold grudges like that. We might have argued a little bit, but it's over. Even for a shy guy who's been good after I screamed at him, I don't hold grudges. As long as you come back and everything's good and you're civil and all whatever, I'm good. In the end, all in fun. And if you can't walk away at the end and go like, thanks and whatever, it was an argument or debate, that's all. It shouldn't go past that. I don't try to have that anymore. I used to be like that on here. I lost my temper a lot. Yes, I did. I don't anymore. I get mad for a second and I laugh it off. A lot easier on the old ticker and stuff, All right, I'm going to take off because I'm hungry and I want to eat. So thanks for being here, everybody. I do appreciate it. A big news is that don't forget, next live stream is the last one of the season. Giving away this hat and giving away that one as well. So we're going to give away 2 hats. And no, you can't win both, but I'm giving away 2 hats. So that one and that one. This one first. That one's the consolation one. So, so give money and I'll give you a hat. No, but it's for everybody who's donated to the channel, all the members, everybody that's given any money, you get in the draw, and 2 people are going to have hats. I hope everybody will be here for that. It's the last, live stream for games of the season. My live streams will continue Saturday nights, Wednesday nights, and any others occasion we plan a panel or whatever we're going to do. There'll be live streams all through the summer, so no worry. I'm going to get back to my summertime stuff as long as there's stuff to talk about. And that's it. So there you go. Have a good night. Thanks for being here. Stay safe till next time. And peace out, y'all. And hey, check out the video. It doesn't happen with these. Have a good night, everybody. Ciao.